Before I let you go, where are you on the crisis that tried to rock the Social Democratic Party in Delta State? How integrated is the SDP Delta State currently?
While I keep on referring that the worst governor, the worst human being that rose to be a governor in Delta State since the creation of independence is Okowa. A very cunning man, a very mean man, a very wicked person, a very heartless person. Okowa was the one who was sponsoring that illiterate who didn't go to school, who you've can't lie that he went to University of Ilorin. We've gone to university, he didn't go to any school anywhere in the world. The fact is that, okay, Dawane is a pimp who was working for Okowa as his essay and what have you. He did it to Dwaga and everybody. He does not mean well. It's like picking a house boy or a garage boy and making an assistant to a governor or what have you. He believes that all that he has to do in life is already accomplished. So what I'm saying to you is that it's Okowa who procured OK to do that. Now, put it this way. It will interest you today, and I declassify, in Okowa's desperation, particularly knowing, because this issue of Sheriff being an ex-convict, this issue of Sheriff forging all this paper, I discussed it one-to-one, either in the closet or the closest privacy between me and Okowa. We talk a lot. He comes to my house here to talk with me. Now, Okowa called Adewale, the presidential candidate of the SDP, in such a desperation to hunt me down. After I've left his party for him, he says he wants to take, I said, go. So I went to another party. He called Adewale and told Adewale that he wants to see him very urgently. Adewale then said that, I'm in Ondo, I'm not in Abuja. Okowa then said, I will come to Ondo to meet you. It's urgent that we talk. Adewale then said to him, no, you don't need to take all that trouble. He said, no, I want to come and see you. That's not trouble for me. I'll take my private jet, which he doesn't have, taxpayers' money again. But Adewale insisted that he will not. Adewale then said, I'm coming tomorrow to Abuja. You can come to the house. And I came to Abuja. On arrival of Adewale, Okowa went to him. And when Okowa, of course, you know, Okowa is a very sly guy. He's a cunning person. So when he went, I mean, the purpose of going there was actually to go and partnership with Adewale with a view of seeing how he can stop me from contesting the election under the SDP platform. Adewale is not a small boy. Very intelligent guy, you must say. Now, when he saw the reply of Adewale that, look, rather than think about me having anything to do with Gbagi, Gbagi is actually the one who is the boss of the party. When that road closed, as I said, one of my closest friends, Dodo, went to SDP chairman, went and thought of how they can partnership from the party element of it to stop me, or having not conducted the election, to see how they can come up with a cocoon as to how to stop me at the tribunal, looking for technicalities. And the chairman said to Dodo, he says, I'm very, very surprised. I met you in the house of the Honorable Minister for dinner. So I'll be surprised that you are going around looking for technicalities to hunt the guy. I disassociate myself. I'm not going to be a party to it. Dodo did not stop there. Dodo went to INEC to find out if I actually met the statutory arrangement or conditionality to have been a governorship candidate. INEC presented him with a record and he was ashamed of himself, as though that was not good or bad enough for him. He came and held a meeting with this illiterate, offered them monies and what have you, got a lawyer who is now on the run, and they agreed that they were going to withdraw. But you see, if God has destined you to be anything in this world, don't fear. You will get there. It is God that has destined I'm going to be governor, not me. Now, when he failed, Okowa failed at the Adewale level, got his lawyer to go and do what he needed to do, failed at the national chairman of the party's level, went to INEC and failed. He then came to this, this drug addict and arranged nonsense, which is what you saw, that I didn't do this, I didn't do that, I didn't do this, and that they have briefed a lawyer to withdraw from the petition. But put it this way, that's to tell you that Okowa is childishly desperate. Now, how can a chairman of a state, of a political party, national party, write a letter to a lawyer without the approval of the national chairman, the national secretary, the NWC, and the national legal advisor of the party? It was fake. That he wrote that letter, purportedly. Meanwhile, he was no longer the chairman of the party at the time he did. He wrote that letter asking this quack lawyer that was put together by Okowa and Dodo SN to say that they are withdrawing their petition. By the time the letter leaked, of course, what needed to be done was done. This criminal was dismissed from the party by the national organ. And if you go to our constitution, he is legally not in position to do so. That is outside his powers. But having taken peanuts, I hear that in one of the meetings he went to meet Sheriff and was talking nonsense that he's been working actually. He confessed to the world that he actually has been working against SDP for the last 3 years. They gave him 1.2 million. All of them got 20,000 and 18,000, for which they sold their life, destroyed their life politically, and today they are nowhere in the politics of Delta State. And anybody, when you are a criminal, you are a criminal. Wherever you go, the tag of criminality comes and follows you. So they are gone. The party have dismissed them. You saw the other day, about a week ago, you saw what happened with SDP. They've inaugurated party. The deputy state chairman is now the chairman of the party. The state ESCO is restored. Everybody is there. Party is moving. And those petty criminals and all of them who thought they were going to get anything, by the way, has wasted their time. Now, there are criminal records, incursions that he has unfortunately engaged in. Are we going to prosecute him for that? Yes. Are we prosecuting that lawyer who accepted to write that nonsense to court? Yes. And the court has dismissed and thrown away that rubbish from his records. Because in any case, the man ran away in panic. I mean, when he saw that we had already petitioned the disciplinary committee of the NBA, he ran. It's nowhere to be. It's fizzled because they were all committing illegality. These are thieves that have been caught as thieves, and they are lying. You see, when I use the appropriate word, those are the kind of words you use for criminals. When we were studying crime as criminologists, we were part of the committee that altered that issue where we say people are prisoners. We changed it to inmates to make them feel a bit more comfortable. Instead of a prisoner that is stigmatizing, we change it to inmates. So people like Oke, who could be used as an errand boy to do damage and evil, is off the way. SDP is on its foot. SDP will form government. SDP, as they won the Nigerian government, we will get there very soon. I'm very optimistic. So I don't have a problem. I'm fine with the party. The party is going to grow in bounds. The party is going to go to places. However, one of the greatest criminals of the party is now history. So I don't mind at all.
We are keeping close attention to your litigations in court. Immediate thanks to you, Chief, for your time and buoyant disposition.
Thank you, my brother. God bless.